Happy Friday, everybody. I'm your weatherman, Liam County, and I hope everybody has had an amazing week. I, in particular, have not had the best week considering this has been my first week back at school with everybody there, and considering my school has over 2,500 students, it was a little bit overwhelming having everybody there, at once, within over a year. So it was definitely a little bit overwhelming, but thankfully the week is over and we only have the weekend ahead, and this weekend will not be the greatest weekend ever because we have a massive center low working its way throughout the Gulf Coast and then eventually into the Carolinas. And with this system also comes the threat for severe weather. So if you have not already, click that subscribe button. You please do that. I am currently at 105. My goal was 100 by June 21st, and I am already at 105. So a big thank you to everybody who's currently out there that is subscribed to my channel. But once again, if you are, be sure to click that subscribe button, and you also ring that notification bell so that way you do not miss out on any videos. And I want to let you all know that the graphics in this presentation will be provided by Ed Piotrowski and the Weather Channel. So here's again, as I said, I showed you all yesterday, that massive cold front along with all that moisture there, triggering a lot of severe storms. And then once again, this will eventually push into the Carolinas as you get into tomorrow. And then once again, there's that area for severe. Now we're going to be watching for the threat for severe weather. So going all the way from eastern Texas all the way into the Carolinas as you get into tomorrow. So here's the local radar as of 3:30 p.m. Central Time. We already have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out just to the west of Wichita Falls and just to the east of Dallas, Texas. And then we also do have a tornado watch issue for places like Wichita Falls, just to the north of Abilene. And then as you get down there into eastern Texas, places like Houston, and then also as you get into places like Lake Charles. Thankfully, we do not have any tornado warnings out, but if we do have one tonight, I will be definitely posting that on my Twitter, so definitely be sure you are following my Twitter by going to my website, going to my outlets page, and then you can get to my Twitter page from there. So here is your chance of seeing severe thunderstorms throughout the rest of the day today. As you get into places like Oklahoma City and Wichita Falls, that will be your greatest chance, and then also as you get back down into places like Lake Charles, Louisiana, Shreveport, and then also getting all the way east into Mobile. And then here's your chance for severe weather here. Let's time this out for you. Starting in Oklahoma City, about a 37% chance of seeing severe weather as you go into 5 p.m. tonight. As you go into 7 p.m., we're getting a little bit higher now, topping out at 75. And then especially as you get into the midnight hours, you'll have an 80 to 90% chance. So around 11 p.m. Midnight tonight will be when your best shot of severe weather is. Going down towards a place like Dallas, Texas, about a 34% chance at 5 o'clock, really getting up there at 7 p.m. With a 36% chance, and then gradually working down as you get into places. As you get into the time frame of about 11 to 1 a.m. Going down towards Houston, your greatest chance will be sometime around 9 p.m. tonight, and then gradually working down into an 18% as you get into 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Shreveport, Louisiana, we have a 100% chance of seeing severe thunderstorms at 11 p.m. tonight. So anywhere from 7 all the way down into 1 a.m. tomorrow is going to be your greatest shot. So basically, as soon as you're in that dead sleep, you can possibly be woken up by a couple of rumbles of thunder. And then last but not least, Jackson, Mississippi, we'll be starting off with mostly cloudy conditions as we go into 5 p.m. Possibly some rain showers out there as you go into 7 p.m. And then a really high chance of seeing severe weather as you go into 9, 11, and then also 1 a.m. A 100% chance of seeing severe weather. And then as you go into tomorrow, the system will gradually work its way east and affect places like Atlanta and also the Carolinas. So Destin, Dothan, Columbus, and Tallahassee, you guys are going to be in the bullseye for the bulk of the severe weather. And then we also do have a possible chance of seeing severe weather there in Atlanta, Columbia, Savannah, and also getting back into Wilmington, South Carolina. So now let's scale it back down to a local forecast and talk about our severe weather risk as far as tornado, winds, and hails goes. So if you live right along the coast, you have about a 5% chance of seeing a tornado. And then as you get closer to the PD and on the Borderville, you have about a 2% chance. Going over to wind, it is possible we can see a couple of wind damage gusts, considering we have about a 5% chance everywhere, but really not the highest percent total that we have ever seen. And then last but not least, hail, about a 5 to 15% chance. So really not that likely, but it is possible we can see a couple of isolated quarter-sized hail around the Carolinas. So here's how much rain we are expecting throughout the Carolinas on the GFS and also European model, topping out at right at 1 inch in Myrtle Beach on the GFS, and a little bit more than that, just over 2.5 inches on the European model. In Florence, South Carolina, will be topping out just under 1.5 inches in Florence on the GFS, and then just under 3.5 inches on the European. And then last but not least, Lumberton, South Carolina, topping out just under 1 inch on the GFS, and then about 2.2 2 on the European. So here's how much rain we're expecting throughout the whole entire Southeast, Mid-Atlantic, and the Ohio River Valley. Possibly getting a widespread area of at least 1 to 2 inches of rain. Possibly maybe a few pockets there of 3 to 5 inches of rain in eastern Texas, but a wide swath of at least 1 to 2 inches of rain. And if you have not already headed to my website, you do that by typing in leavesweather.org into your search bar. And also, once again, please be sure to hit the subscribe button so that way you do not miss out on any videos. So that is all I have you all today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great weekend.